What's up, world? It's Terry the Loner Kirkwood back with a PSA, public service announcement. Listen, to all you people, men and women, 35 and older, so called yourself an OG, stop lying to these youngsters. Stop telling these youngsters you was a kingpin back in your day when you was their age. Stop telling these youngsters that you had it going on. You was flipping a four-way every 2, 3 days. You was running through a whole thing every 3, 4 days. Stop lying, man. Male and female. Stop misleading these children. Steer them in the right direction. Tell them back when we was younger, in our younger days, we didn't have the opportunities that they have now. Back then, yeah, some of us had to hustle to get money, to have some type of consistency as far as making money. But nowadays, 2022, 2023, nowadays it's just way too much money. It's way too many different ways to make money nowadays than to do illegal stuff to get money. It's so easy to figure out ways to make money now that all you need is YouTube. I go on YouTube and I look up how can I make money starting with $0, and there's a million different things that pop up. Try it. Go on YouTube and type in how can I make money without having money, starting with $0, and you'll see all kind of ways to make money, all kind of ways. So you people, you guys and females, misleading these little girls to telling them that, when I was your age, I had me a good man. He was a big timer. He did this and that. You need to get you a good man. Yeah, that comes with it later on, but right now they need to focus on themselves, getting their education, getting their own money, you know, and then you dudes that got either your sons, your nephews, your little cousins, or whoever. You telling them, man, back when I was your age, man, I had it going on, man. I was in the streets, man. I did this and I was doing this, man. I made money. I wouldn't want for nothing, man. I whoop whoop whoop. Hey, man, stop it, cause you probably lying anyway. Your whole family probably dope fiends anyway. Nobody know you from doing that back in the gap. So now you're gonna tell these youngsters that this is what they need to be doing, selling dope or something. They already don't know, don't have a clue on how to get out in the streets and get a hustle going already as it is. And now you're gonna discombobulate their brain even more by putting pressure on them, trying to tell them what you was doing when you was they age. So now what they gonna do if they can't figure it out? Yeah, they gonna get their hands on a gun on one of them 30s. They gonna get their hands on their hands on that switch, 100 round clip, and go out and start jugging and robbing. You got so many of these youngsters out here running around with guns, robbing people over pennies, man. Over $200, $300, some less than that, just to say they getting money. And the majority of the time, they out here doing that because they old men, they daddies, mainly they stepdaddies, because most kids, they mamas is not with they daddies, they with they stepdad. They stepdad, they uncles. The uncles is y'all just need y'all, you know what whoop, because the uncles is probably the worst. Because I've seen a lot of dudes, uncles that lied and they caught a lot of dudes in lies, telling them all this on what they need to do. Just an example, yesterday, really what made me think about doing this video. I worked with a young guy. He probably really not even much younger than me. And he telling me he glad he finally got a job because he finna, for the next few weeks, stack his money and buy this and that. And so he can get in the streets and put it to work because his uncle said. So I said, hold on. Your uncle said. Your uncle said. So what your uncle do? Oh, he just got out. He did like 7 years on an aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon. Something like that. So I'm like, your uncle say he was big time in the streets hustling, moving this and moving that, but he got locked up for what he just did, a rob. Nah, that's all he really mainly just been doing that as far as back as I can remember. Okay, so how is this dude was a big time drug dealer, did whatever it is he did in the streets, but you was constantly robbing people. It don't make sense. I told him that you got to make it make sense sometime. And he was like, you know what? You right, big homie. It's like, yeah. So apparently your uncle lying to you, man. So what you need to be doing is doing this right here, working, taking care of your business, trying to find you some legitimate ways to make money, to invest your money, to make more money. And while I got this drill and the battery dead, you need to hand me another battery so I can get this work done so we can go home early and get paid for the whole day. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I told him. And he said that he's going to take my advice. So I think I saved the soul, in which this is my whole point of doing this stuff, to try to save souls. And, you know, so you old heads out there, man, quit lying to these children, telling these children that you was doing all this and all that in the streets, and don't nobody even know you from that, fool. So quit lying and stir them in the right direction. Tell them to stay in school. Tell them to if they got a little money to find them legitimate ways to invest their money, to make more money. You know, tell them to get a LLC, get a line of credit, invest in their business, invest in themselves. Tell them that. You know what I'm saying? Tell them to stay prayed up. Go to church. Get right with God. And while you telling them that, you need to get yourself right with God and quit lying to these kids and misleading them. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button. Share me, like me, subscribe me. Do all that. More videos to come. Y'all have a blessed one. God bless.